So they say that their income has nearly doubled after they have taken up to a scientific fish farming.
If we respect each other's dignity as a humanity, as a human being, we respect, also we bring peace.
I feel that whatever I do, I have to take risks on behalf of the poor. And you can never do anything big for the poor without taking risks.
It is our moral duty, and it is the political leaders' their political duty.
We're living in a world that is ultimately all linked together, whether it be in the environment, whether it be in the movement of infectious diseases, whether it be in the quality of the water that's necessary for life, the oceans, the food chain.
This vaccine was made for all of us, to protect each other and ourselves. And the vaccine we made is already saving lives.
Peace is not just an ideal to be hoped for. It is both a universal aspiration and a human responsibility. Every action we take either fosters or diminishes the prospects for peace. It can only be accomplished through our collective action.
On the journey toward peace, there are people who have turned their aspirations into action. They have shared the suffering caused by war, protected the dignity of others, and devoted their lives to harmony instead of conflict. Over the past decade, the Sunhak Peace Prize has listened to the stories and honored the moments of change they created.
지난 10년 선학평화상은 세계 곳곳에서 용기 있는 실천으로 평화를 만들어가는 이들을 조명해 왔습니다. 그 여정을 통해 우리는 배웠습니다. 평화는 기다리면 오는 것이 아니라 누군가의 결단에서 시작된다는 것을. 오늘도 선학평화상 수상자들은 인권을 지키고 갈등을 해결하며 세상의 변화를 이끌고 있습니다. 그들의 용기는 우리에게 평화는 행동에서 시작된다는 메시지를 전해줍니다.
Starting his service for the International Committee of the Red Cross in 1989, he remained on the front lines until the very end, treating the wounded in the harshest war zones. The battlefield surgeon, Dr. Gino Strada.
Well, in this post-war period, more than 25 million people have died because of war. So it's not exactly a post-war. It's an ongoing war. And you see this continual loss of humanity. Out of these 20 million, 25 million, how many Leonardo we have lost? How many Einstein we have lost?
In 1994, he founded Emergency, an international medical relief organization that established over 60 medical facilities in 21 countries, saving the lives of 16 million people. Throughout his life, Dr. Strada has dedicated himself to providing emergency medical aid to refugees, war victims, and the poor, whose lives were in danger. Dr. Gino Strada has one guiding belief.
Human rights have these characteristics that if we define the human rights, then every human being, simply by the fact that he or she is alive, should have the same rights. And the same rights means that you cannot think of a Class A, Class B, Class C medicine available for people who are more or less rich.
This took longer than usual because the girl was small and the heart was small, so it takes a bit more time. Okay. I go and drink a coffee.
Performing multiple heart surgeries a day, always exhausted and worn from fatigue. What could have driven him to push himself to such limits?
When you make the heart start beating again, when you see the heart start beating again, it's a very strange sensation. It's like a victory, it's like a hope, it's like a reward. It's something nice. I mean, it's beautiful to see a heart starting again, pumping, and life coming back.
His courage saved countless lives, exemplifying an essential aspect of peace building. Peace cannot be achieved through words alone. It requires action. Dr. Strada have changed the world through their courageous action.
Jerusalem, a holy city for three major religions, bearing a name that means City of Peace. Yet, it is here where prayers of peace rise more earnestly than anywhere else. Amidst another scene of conflict and division, the Sunhak Peace Prize encountered a remarkable clergyman. In his purple shirt, a Lutheran clerical robe, a Palestinian refugee born in Jerusalem, Bishop Munib Yunan, an evangelical Lutheran clergyman. Having experienced life as a minority himself, Bishop Yunan always took the first step, reaching out tirelessly, making friends with everyone, striving for coexistence. Instead of conflict due to differences in religion or ethnicity, Bishop Yunan chose respect and peaceful coexistence. He believed that dialogue and reconciliation between religions form the essential foundation for world peace. He devoted his life to building harmony among faiths.
Once we truly recognize the image of God in the other, then we can mutually recognize and protect each other human, civil, political, national, and religious rights. Only then our holy land will become truly holy, an equal home for Israelis and Palestinians.
By founding the Council of Religious Institutions of the Holy Land, Bishop Yunan opened paths for Israelis and Palestinians to walk together. He became a bridge of reconciliation between Catholics and Protestants 500 years after the Reformation. Through building strong relationships among religious leaders of diverse faiths, he led global interfaith harmony.
Religious leaders must join their diverse voices into a symphony of peace to disrupt the others, shouting ugly messages of hatred, injustice, racism, and oppression. Religious leaders must always be witnesses to the protection of life.
Thanks to his dedicated efforts, conflicts and tensions in the Middle East were reduced, and so too were the number of victims. Yet, a long and painful conflict continues between an expanding Israel and displaced Palestinians. Yet, a clergyman's earnest plea for peace still echoes today.
When we hear today some politicians say they want to dismiss, they want to uproot 2 million Palestinians from Gaza, I mean, this means they are not serious. But there is no other way than to give Palestinians their own rights at this moment, and that both nations can live together, in peace and harmony.
For Christians, Jews, and Muslims to coexist, for Israelis and Palestinians to live side by side, Bishop Yunan chose not to insist upon his own faith alone, but embraced and respected the traditions of others. In this conflicted and divided Middle East, he continues sowing the seeds of peace.
He understands that peace requires dialogue and harmony among religions. Bishop Yunan promoted ecumenical dialogue and worked for harmony among religions, recognizing that religion must serve the world as a force for unity and peace.
Female genital mutilation, a practice quietly continued for thousands of years, shocked the world when a single fashion model broke the silence and brought it into the open.
For over 3,000 years, the family truly believes that a daughter who is not circumcised is not clean. This practice continues even though it is not written in the Quran. It is accepted that as a result of this mutilation, women are sick mentally and physically for the rest of their lives.
와리스드리는 소말리아에서 태어났습니다. 그녀의 고향에서는 여전히 여성이 거래의 대상으로 여겨지고 순수함을 증명하기 위해 끔찍한 여성 할례가 강요되고 있습니다. 하지만 와리스드리는 침묵하지 않았습니다. 자신의 상처를 드러내며 수백만 여성의 고통을 세상에 알렸습니다. 그녀의 목소리는 억압된 전통에 맞선 인권의 울림이 되었습니다.
On the glamorous runway, all eyes were on her. At the very moment, the world was listening closely. Waris Dirie spoke openly about her personal experience to protect the rights of African women.
Now look at you. You're a top model everybody adores. Tell me about the day that changed your life.
I was 3 years old. The clitoris is removed, and the inner and outer lips of the vulva are cut away, and the wound is sewn up. Only scarring remains where the genitals once were.
The terrible pain and cries of a little 3-year-old girl became a powerful declaration to the world, a courageous stand against violence.
It has nothing to do with religion, cultural, or tradition, but against all right of humanity. It's crime, it's cruel, it is unacceptable.
After making the difficult decision to speak out, Waris Dirie became a human rights activist, campaigning tirelessly against female genital mutilation, and her efforts brought remarkable change. Having protected the rights of countless women, Waris Dirie founded the Desert Flower Foundation. Today, she continues raising awareness to end female genital mutilation, focusing on medical care and education for survivors.
And the reason why it exists in the first place is absolutely pure ignorance. So I thought, the faster way to get rid of this problem is to educate people. And when they educate people, don't need no help from nobody.
But they realize, baby, don't be scared. Nobody's gonna touch you. Nobody will ever touch you. Okay? Don't be afraid. It's all right. It's all right. You are free. You have your right today. Now on, you have your own right. Desert Flower is here for you to make you nothing but the best. What are you gonna be when you grow up?
Teacher.
A teacher. Oh, my
once treated merely as objects are now respected as human beings with rights. They are finding their confidence and beginning to dream of the future. Waris Diri's efforts to end female genital mutilation did not stop at eliminating a harmful tradition. Her courageous work has empowered women throughout Africa, leading them toward change and transforming the continent.
Waris Diri, she dedicated her life to eradicating female genital mutilation, FGM. Waris Diri raised global awareness about the urgency of protecting the dignity and the rights of women. Their achievements pose a question for each of us. To what cause and to what goal have we committed our lives?
Small actions for peace, when joined together, become a powerful force that can transform the world. The Sunhak Peace Prize was created to honor these champions of peace and to spread a culture of peace together with all of you.
이 역사는 어느 한 개인의 명예나 단체의 명예보다는 보다도 하늘의 뜻과 인류의 평화를 위해서 크게 공헌한 사람 또 단체로서 역사적인 자리에 서게 될 것입니다.
The Sunhak Award is also a call to action, inviting us all to work together to create a unified world of peace. Achieving true and lasting peace requires commitment and action. The Sunhak Peace Prize laureates contribute to peace in various ways, through humanitarian service, environmental preservation, and conflict resolution. The methods may differ, but the ultimate goal is the same.
선학평화상의 설립자 한학자 총재에게 평화는 단순한 이상이 아닌 반드시 실현해야 할 사명이었습니다. 한학자 총재는 타인을 향한 사랑을 삶으로 실천해왔고 그 정신은 오늘 선학평화상을 통해 평화의 문화로 이어지고 있습니다.
The Sunhak Peace Prize was founded by Dr. Hakja Hanmun to continue Reverend Sun Myung Moon's vision of peace. Year by year, the Sunhak Peace Prize continues to grow, broadening and deepening its mission for world peace. The founder expanded the meaning of peace to embrace future generations. True peace is only possible when we overcome our fear of an uncertain future. Issues such as the climate crisis not only threaten peace today, but also endanger peace for future generations. She believed these challenges demand immediate action, right here, right now.
한학자 총재는 말합니다. 지구의 미래는 지금 우리의 선택에 달려 있다고. 온난화로 무너지는 생태계, 식량 부족과 질병 확산, 이 모든 것이 인류 전체의 존립을 위협하고 있습니다. 미래 세대에게 더 나은 지구를 물려주는 것이 우리의 책임이라는 한 총재의 말씀은 우리가 지금 해야 할 행동을 분명히 보여줍니다.
Kiribati, an island nation in the Western Pacific. In 1999, islands of Kiribati began sinking beneath rising seas. One leader stepped forward, determined to protect the future of his disappearing homeland. The Sunhak Peace Prize stood strongly behind him, supporting his dedication to future generations.
Mr. President, on climate change, while the international community continues to point fingers at each other regarding responsibility for and leadership on this issue, our people continue to experience the impact of climate change and sea level rise.
President Anote Tong of Kiribati shared with the world the harsh reality facing island nations threatened by rising seas. He urged the global community to recognize the seriousness of the climate crisis and called for immediate, concrete action.
I remember speaking for the first time on this in the United Nations 2004, I was the only speaker talking about it, the only leader talking about it. And I can recall going back and wondering if I made a fool of myself, trying to draw attention to a non-issue.
President Anote Tong foresaw the seriousness of the climate crisis before many others realized the threat. He tirelessly knocked on doors of the international community, urging action and building solidarity. His courageous actions have sparked significant global change, yet for him, the pace of progress remains far too slow.
There continues to be that hesitation, we know that we need to do something about it, but at the same time, we don't want to sacrifice the good things that we are enjoying by destroying this planet.
What matters most to him are the people of Kiribati, living on the front line of an irreversible climate disaster, soon to become climate refugees in a future they did not choose.
In the case of small countries like ours, it's about our future survival. And so we begin to wonder what the rest of the global community is thinking when they know that what they're doing is damaging our home. Climate change is not just a challenge for small island countries. It's a challenge for everybody, and especially for the next generations.
Former President Anote Tong still emphasizes that the climate crisis is not a problem for tomorrow. It demands action today, as our shared future depends upon it.
Or simply to say that, this is our joint struggle. It's not, by no means, is it the struggle that we in the small island states need to face alone. We are facing this together. Let's work on it together and survive as a species, as a single species. We must join hands as a global community. And that is the only way we can overcome this global challenge.
One voice can make an enormous impact that reaches all across the world. Former President Anote Tong of Kiribati worked tirelessly on the front lines to raise awareness of the global crisis of climate change.
So peace is not just absence of war. I think it's a style of living. It's a way of thinking your life and the life of other people around you in a non-violent way.
Today, we live our daily lives, while somewhere, others struggle just to survive. Is peace for everyone merely an ideal? The Sunhak Peace Prize and its laureates say clearly, peace is not an abstract dream. It is a concrete action. The hope and responsibility for peace lie within each and every one of us.
평화는 멀리 있는 꿈이 아닙니다. 그것은 고통을 외면하지 않고 타인을 향해 손을 내미는 바로 그 순간, 그곳에서 시작됩니다. 오늘 이 이야기가 여러분 마음에 평화의 씨앗 하나를 심었기를 바랍니다. 그 씨앗이 자라 더 나은 세상을 만드는 시작이 되기를 소망합니다.
Climate change, poverty, war, these problems won't fix themselves. We must all take responsibility and do our part. War destroys, but peace creates. Even a small action for peace can make a large contribution to building a better world.